If you are over the age of 60, I need your full attention for the next few minutes, because one small misunderstanding about blood pressure is silently shortening lives every single day. You've seen it countless times. Two numbers, one on top, one on the bottom. Doctors mention them casually, nurses write them down, and most seniors walk away thinking everything is good enough. But here's the truth most people never hear clearly. One of those numbers is far more dangerous than the other. As you age, and focusing on the wrong one has led to strokes, heart failure, memory loss, and permanent disability. What's even more alarming is this. Many seniors who suffer devastating strokes were told their blood pressure was mostly fine. Today, I'm going to explain which blood pressure number truly matters most after 60, why aging changes the rules completely, and what you must do to protect your brain, heart, and independence, starting now. This information isn't opinion. It's based on decades of large-scale medical research involving millions of patients, and understanding it could genuinely save your life. Let's start with why so many people get this wrong. Every blood pressure reading shows two numbers, the top number, the bottom number. Most seniors have been taught to fear the bottom number. They're told, as long as it stays under 80, you're okay. So when they see a reading like 165/72, they feel relieved. I know the top number is high, they say, but my bottom number looks great. Unfortunately, this false reassurance is exactly how damage happens quietly, slowly, and without warning. Blood pressure does not affect the body evenly at all ages. What matters most at 40 is not the same thing that matters most at 70. And this is where many doctors and almost all patients miss the critical shift. Blood pressure measures the force of blood pushing against your artery walls, but that force changes with every heartbeat. The top number, called systolic pressure, measures the force when your heart contracts and pushes blood out. The bottom number, called diastolic pressure, measures the pressure when your heart relaxes between beats. Think of it like ocean waves. Systolic pressure is the crashing wave. Diastolic pressure is the calm water between waves. Both matter, but not equally as we age. Here is the critical turning point most people never hear about. After age 60, systolic blood pressure becomes the strongest predictor of stroke, heart attack, and cardiovascular death. Large studies such as the Framingham Heart Study and others following patients for decades discovered a clear pattern. In younger adults, diastolic pressure plays a bigger role. In older adults, systolic pressure becomes the dominant danger. In fact, researchers found that elevated systolic pressure is 2 to 3 times more predictive of stroke risk in seniors than diastolic pressure. This is not subtle. This is not debatable. This is one of the most consistent findings in cardiovascular medicine. To understand why this happens, you need to understand your arteries. When you're young, your arteries are flexible and elastic. They stretch with each heartbeat and gently absorb pressure, but aging changes their structure. Over time, elastic fibers break down, calcium deposits form plaque, stiffens the walls. Your arteries slowly transform from soft, flexible tubes into rigid pipes. Now imagine forcing blood through a rigid pipe. When the heart beats, the arteries can't expand, so pressure skyrockets. That pressure spike is systolic blood pressure. This is why many seniors develop isolated systolic hypertension, high top number, normal or low bottom number. And this condition is extremely dangerous. Your brain is especially vulnerable. The tiny blood vessels that supply brain tissue were never designed to handle constant pressure surges. Over time, high systolic pressure weakens vessel walls, causes microscopic bleeding, blocks blood flow, creates silent mini-strokes. These injuries accumulate slowly. Many seniors never realize what's happening until memory fades, thinking slows, balance worsens, or a major stroke strikes suddenly. This is why uncontrolled systolic pressure is strongly linked to vascular dementia and cognitive decline. Your heart also suffers under high systolic pressure. Each beat must push against intense resistance. To compensate, the heart muscle thickens, a condition called left ventricular hypertrophy. At first, this seems helpful, but over time, the thickened heart becomes stiff and inefficient. This leads to shortness of breath, fatigue, fluid buildup, heart failure. Many seniors develop heart failure without ever having a heart attack, simply from years of elevated systolic pressure. Your kidneys filter blood through millions of microscopic vessels. High systolic pressure damages these delicate filters. As kidney function declines, blood pressure rises even more. Fluid balance worsens. Medication becomes harder to manage. This creates a vicious cycle that can eventually lead to dialysis. Here is another critical point. Some seniors have very high systolic pressure, very low diastolic pressure. This creates a wide pulse pressure, which signals severe arterial stiffness. While low diastolic pressure may seem harmless, it can actually reduce blood flow to the heart itself, because coronary arteries fill during the resting phase. This is why balance matters. But if one number must be prioritized after 60, systolic pressure is the one that must be controlled. Modern guidelines reflect this reality. Most experts now agree systolic pressure above 130 deserves attention. Above 140 significantly increases risk. Treating systolic hypertension reduces stroke risk by up to 40%. This is one of the most effective preventive strategies in all of medicine. If you are over 60, here are your action steps. Know your systolic number. Monitor at home regularly. Reduce sodium intake. Stay physically active. Manage stress daily. Follow medical treatment. Prescribed medication is not weakness, it is protection. Ignoring elevated systolic pressure is gambling with your future. High blood pressure doesn't warn you. It doesn't cause pain. It doesn't ask permission. It works quietly until everything changes in an instant. After 60, the most dangerous blood pressure number is the top number. Watch it, control it, respect it. Your independence, your memory, and your life depend on it.